welcome to Off the Vine. I am dusty, crusty, musty. I got dog hair all over me. I've been in the same clothes for, I don't know. What do you think, Pino? Probably 3 days. I finally just got hot water in the house, so I will be taking a shower. Ugh. Moving is so exciting and so overwhelming and stressful, but exciting. And I'm trying to be grateful and still allow myself to feel overwhelmed. And I'm just like, how many feelings can Kaitlyn Bristowe feel at once? It's a test I'm doing on myself. It's an experiment, a social experiment. I will keep you posted because right now I think I feel 13 different emotions. Anyways, the funniest part, you guys are set up on black tie moving boxes. I've got a ring light I ordered from Target. I still have to set up my podcast studio in this new house. The boys seem to be loving it. They're running around. They seem so happy. The new house has a great yard and a really great neighborhood. I keep seeing families walking around with dogs. And it's so funny because it was my first night sleeping in a new house by myself last night, and I was unpacking boxes by myself, and I went, how sad. This is something you should be doing with a fiance or a husband or a boyfriend, moving in, and it should be so exciting. And then I was like, actually, sure, that those feelings are valid, but also how cool that you did this on your own and that you're choosing you, and then you can build a life around it. I got to read something. I have this beautiful, I don't know what you want to call her, life coach maybe. I want to read something that she wrote. I was having a lot of emotions leaving my old house because I just built such a life there. And I think a lot of people associate because I've talked about it. I had 2 relationships in one house. It was time for some new energy. I started my podcast in that house. So many things started in that home. And I was having a lot of emotions around leaving it. And this girl, Courtney, who is a godsend to me, said, name your fears. What can you hear in your head? And my fears were that I was going to regret spending so much money on a new home. I was scared of the growth. How we feel so comfortable in our own safe place. Doing something new and moving on to a next phase of your life can be really scary. And my fear was that I maybe don't deserve it. And I couldn't believe I was saying that out loud because I know I do. But, that voice, what do I call her? Katrina? I don't know. Whoever the little bitch is up there telling me lies is telling me maybe I don't deserve this really nice house. Maybe I don't deserve the next chapter of my life where I don't know. I don't know why I do that to myself. I'm sure people can relate to that because I think we all do it. Even though deep down in my soul, I know that I deserve it. I had a fear around the dogs not being comfortable or liking the home. They've been in that house for as long as they know. I had a fear that I wasn't going to feel safe in the house, that I would get here and be like, it's haunted, which I feel like it might be. But maybe I just bring the angels with me, Maybe they're just transferring over. Anyways, back to my fears. And then fear that I'll be alone in it for a long time and no one to share it with. And then she said, now name your trusts. What can you hear in your heart? And I said, I trust that I've never been led in the wrong direction. I trust that I will make the house a home. I trust that I waited this long to find the perfect house and that I will only regret not doing it earlier. And I trust that the dogs will love it even more than maybe they love the other house because they don't care about the walls that they're in. They care about the love that they get. And I mean, they get a lot of love. They get a lot of love. I mean, we cuddle. It's crazy. We cuddle the whole night. I'm curious what you guys think about. I'm sure the dog lovers out there will agree with me that the dog sleeping in the bed is a hell yes. But I'm curious about how people feel. Maybe leave it in the comments how you feel about dogs sleeping in the bed and why. I sleep better with them on my head. Anyways, so I'm here. I'm in my new house. Unpacking each box is just very overwhelming, but I don't have a lot of patience. I'm a very impatient lady. And unpacking and moving, I didn't realize how much patience I was going to need. I wish I could take you into my closet right now so you could see the boxes. I'm drowning in boxes in this house. But I do want to give a shout out to Black Tie Moving because I was doing my research and I asked so many people that I know have moved so many times in Nashville. And Sean Johnson and Andrew East have a group chat. And so I asked in there who they recommended. And 98% of people said black tie moving. So I'm really grateful for them. I don't know if any of them listen to this podcast, probably not, but black tie moving, incredible. They rolled out the red carpet, literally. The carpets are red when they move. I mean, it was a big job. I had a lot of shit. Anyways, thought I would do a solo episode. I wanted to talk to you guys about what's been happening. My week, I got to reunite with Clio. My gosh, Bert and Ernie were reunited and it felt so good. It felt so right. We giggled our tits off all the way through Ireland. And by all the way through, I mean only in Dublin for 48 hours. We were there filming something. I can't really talk about it, but you'll see soon. So I got to go out there and it was just so, I think I said this on Instagram, it's so therapeutic to go laugh in the places you cried. I had one of my darkest moments in Ireland. And it sounds silly because being removed from it now and seeing what's going on in the world, I'm like, that was your darkest moment? Sleeping with another guy and regretting it? Welcome to the world, Kaitlyn. It was so dark in that time because you're so isolated on The Bachelor and Bachelorette that all you think that matters is your relationships, because you're not watching TV, you're not reading books, you're not on social media, you're not talking to your family, you're not talking to your friends, you're not in your normal world. You're in a bubble where all that you're talking about, eating, sleeping, breathing is your relationships. And when you're them up left, right, and center, which I was doing, it becomes a lot. And after that night in Ireland, in Dublin, I woke up and I remember calling one of the producers and saying, I'm in a really dark place. I'm not feeling good about this. Can you come talk to me? No cameras. Well, what did they do? Sent a camera down to the, what do you call that? Foyer, I don't know, yard in Ireland, camera looking up at me. He mic'd himself up, came out onto the balcony and said, let's talk about it. How you feeling? And then they aired it, those sons of bitches. And you could be mad and say that that's wrong, but I signed my life away for that show. And I'm still grateful for all of it because I wouldn't even have this house if it wasn't for that show. So again, feeling the 13 feelings: gratitude, fear, anger, frustration, excitement, nerves. All the things. Anyways, Clio, we laugh so hard when we're together. So many funny things just happen when I'm with Clio. Like, she was talking to me and leaning over the table and I was like, I smell burnt hair. And her sweater was on fire at this really nice restaurant. And I looked and I was like, Clio! She was just like talking to me with her sweater just in the candle and it started on fire. And I was like, patting the sweater out with my hand. My hand was getting burnt from the flames. I had burnt sweater stuck to my fingies. Yeah, they're still a little burnt actually. But like somehow that was the funniest thing ever. And then we go to this bar. All Clio wanted was a dirty vodka martini. I don't know why, because when you're in Ireland, all you should want is a Guinness. That's all I was drinking. And she just really wanted this martini. And we kept going to these little tiny hole in the wall Irish pubs, as you do. And Clio, Irish people don't around. Like, they are so brutally honest and their humor is right up my alley. And Clio was like, can I get a dirty martini? And the bartender literally walks away and goes, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Was that Irish? What? You come to an Irish pub and you get a martini? And we were just laughing so hard. And this guy, he was just chirping her left and right. And it's such an experience there. Their accents make it so much better, but everybody is just in good spirits, but with so much sarcasm. And they drive on the other side of the road there, which is always so concerning to me. It freaks me out. But then I remembered I had to drive on a date with Jared through the countryside of Ireland on the wrong side of the road, the right side there, in a stick shift. So you had to do it with your left hand, and I kept hitting the curb. So we went back and watched that episode, Clio and I did. And then I got on this idea of doing a tour of laughing in the places I've cried and making, like, I don't know, a podcast episode out of it every once in a while. A tour de la tears. Just go up. Who's with me? I feel like I could take you guys on a journey. We could bring this little camera I've got, my little ring light, this little setup. Sadly, the dogs won't be able to come. Oh, God, I love them. Look at them. I just love them. But we can go on a tour together. I mean, I went to some shit places though. Yeah, let's go cry in Iowa. No, let's go laugh in Iowa now. Let's go laugh in Texas. Let's go laugh in San Antonio. Man, where else have I cried? But I want to do a tour. Now, do I wish we went to better places? I'll go laugh in Bali. Fine. Before I flew to Ireland, I went to New York because, well, one, I love New York around the holidays, but it's just so much easier to fly from New York to Ireland. And I took myself on a solo dolo date, as you know I love to do. We talked about this in the last solo dolo episode. I went to this place called Sushi by it's either by Boa or by Bao, BOA. It's like a speakeasy sushi joint where you like go through a coffee shop and then you press a button and the door opens and then you go in. It is the most legitimate. The guy was like, oh, don't use chopsticks. I was like, what? He's like, no. It's like traditional here. You don't use chopsticks. I was like, oh, cool. So you eat it with your fingies and you just have like pieces of nigiri. It's like a set menu. You bring out no soy sauce. Oh, no. If you ask for soy sauce or wasabi, get out. You get out of here. You eat it with your fingers. Oh my gosh, my mouth is watering. I will probably take myself there every time I'm in New York. It is pure magic. The guy, I think his name was David, was my sushi chef. And he was, just next level incredible and so fun to talk to. So it's like one little small bar and there's only 2 chefs. And usually I don't like interacting. Like I'm like, and he was just watching me eat each piece. I was like, but he would bring over sake. We would do sake together. It was just such a fun experience. Look it up on Instagram. And if you're in New York, please go. If you like sushi, it's probably going to be the best sushi you've ever had in your life. And the experience is 10 out of 10. I loved going by myself. I'm going to do it again. All right, let's face it. The holidays are stressful. Moving is stressful. Life is stressful. So luckily, no matter how stressful it gets, we can all still smell incredible with Lumi. Now, Lumi is a game-changing whole body deodorant designed by an OBGYN to work not only the pits, but also feet, privates, and beyond. So no matter where you use it, Lumi is clinically proven to block odor all day long, and all thanks to its one-of-a-kind pH-optimized formula. So new customers are going to get $5 off Lumi's starter pack with my exclusive code. And for a limited time, returning customers can get $5 off their next purchase of $30 or more too. So use code VINE at lumideodorant.com. The Lumi Starter Pack gives you a little bit of everything, so perfect for new customers, and it comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, and 2 free products of your choice, like the mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. Now, I keep the deodorant wipes in my car and in my purse for when I'm bopping around running errands. Super convenient when I need a little freshen up. As a special offer for listeners, new customers are going to get $5 off Lumi Starter Pack with my exclusive code and link. And for a limited time, returning customers can get $5 off their next purchase of $30 or more too. So use code VINE at lumideodorant.com. That's LUMIDEODORANT.com. Thank you, Lumi, for making this holiday season smell a whole lot better. Hey, did you guys know when you give Bombas this holiday season, you're actually giving more? More comfort, more good, because their socks, underwear, t-shirts, and slippers are made with such absurdly soft materials that you want to keep a few for yourself. And for every item you purchase, they actually donate another to someone who needs it, which is really sweet. Socks, underwear, t-shirts are the most requested clothing items in homeless shelters. So when you buy yours from Bombas, you're also donating essential items to those who need them. And they are my go-to basics for getting cozy. Everything is made to make you more comfortable, and their famous socks are ultra plush and made from luxe materials like their merino wool and cashmere to keep your toesies toasty. And for the holidays, Bombas has ready-to-go gift boxes filled with high-quality basics your loved ones will enjoy all year long. And the best part is they come in a beautifully designed box, so you don't even have to wrap. How convenient. Go to bombas.com/Vine and use code VINE for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/Vine and use code VINE at checkout. I do want to talk about how empowering it was to buy a house on my own, because I don't want to focus on how sad it is that I'm 38 moving into a house by myself. I don't want to talk about it because it's not sad. I can be sad about it, but it's not sad. It's so empowering, like doing this moving process and, talking to the builder, talking to my real estate agent, talking to figuring out all the little things that you need to buy a house and the mortgaging, and talking to my financial advisor and everything. I was like, this is such a big step. And I didn't have any help. I was trying to do research on this term called hyper independence. I think I've got a little case of it, a little case of the hyper independency. I think I lost myself so badly to a relationship however many years ago now in my 20s, that ever since then I've been trying to be like, I have to do things on my own because I can't lose myself again. I can never go back to that dark place. I think I almost sabotage certain things just in order to be able to do things myself. And I need to work on that. I got to find that balance of how it's empowering and I can do things on my own, but also I can ask for help and I need to lean on other people. I really realized that through this process. I'm still trying to decide what I want to do with the old house just because I am still so attached to to it. I'm like, do I want to rent it? But no, because I don't want strangers in my house. I don't trust anybody. I feel like I just need to let it go. Let it go. Don't let it hold me back anymore and sell it. Oh, but I don't know. I think I'll do the thing where my mom taught me to do in the house that we left growing up. I'm going to go to each room, kiss the walls, say goodbye, thank each room for what it's brought to me, especially the podcast room, and just let it go and trust that I'm clearly on the right path. And I don't know if anybody else does this, but in stressful situations, I either eat everything and randomly, or I'm like have to force myself to eat something because I'm so stressed that my tummy's turning. Do you guys ever just do that when you're stressed? Just eat the most random things? Like, you should have seen what I was putting Primal Kitchen buffalo sauce on crackers last night. Don't knock it till you try it. It was delicious. I mean, I could just spoon feed myself that buffalo sauce. Actually, anything Primal Kitchen sauce. You should see my pantry right now. It's all Primal Kitchen. It's so pretty. And I could just spoon it into my mouth. And when I'm stressed, I'm like, what am I doing? Also, I'm on a huge, this is weird, cucumber and mayo kick. Cucumbers and mayo just dipped. Cucumber and mayo sandwiches. Like a really classic old, like when you were little, just the white bread that's so soft. Cucumbers and mayo. Please try it. I have a pesto mayo and a chipotle mayo with cucumbers. I don't know what it is. It's like the crunch with the soft with the mayo with a little bit of salt and pepper. That's what I've been crushing in the last 24 hours. It's not like your typical mayo. It's like more like a dip. I don't know. I think I posted their cranberry mayo on Instagram that I was using for Thanksgiving for the turkey sandwiches. Dear Lord, that was good. But they have all these other sorts of mayonnaise. That sounds weird. They have all these other different types of mayo that are just freaking. I also put a lot of hot sauce on boiled eggs. Okay, am I weird? I think I am. Could you please, maybe we should start something in the Facebook group of like your weirdest combinations of food that you like. Like, what do you like where people are like, that's weird, bruh? Because mine might be cucumbers and mayo. Also, I want to talk about the Golden Bachelor. If I do not get an invite to that wedding, I'm going to question everything that I've done with this franchise. I question it all the time. I'm like, hey, why wasn't I at the finale? But Gary and Teresa, how beautiful that they fell in love again. Their stories are similar. They're just so sweet. They're so funny and quirky and flirty and cute. And they remind me of like a honeymoon phase younger couple. Doy, we can all find love later in life. How beautiful. How inspiring. Catch me on the Golden Bachelor in 10 years. 20 years, maybe 10. There's just something to be said, though, that was like the highest rated show. It was 6 million viewers, I think, that tuned in to that episode. I mean, The Bachelor is back, baby, even though I don't think I'm going to watch the next season. I only want to watch The Golden Bachelor from here on out. Also, I want to know what you guys are doing for the holidays. I can't believe it's December and I'm going to blink and it's going to be Christmas. This is going to be a very interesting December. I've always lived away from home since I was 19, so I feel like I've always kind of done Christmas whenever we can make Christmas happen. Sometimes we do it in January with my family. Sometimes we do it before Christmas. Like, I don't need it to be on December 25th. But this year I'm like, what am I going to do? So I think I'm going to go do a little tiny Christmas tour. I'm going to go to Vancouver and then I'm going to go Edmonton and Calgary, see family, see friends. And then I think I might just spend Christmas, don't feel sorry for me, in my new house by myself. Christmas to me, sometimes I think a lot of people find stress around the holidays. A lot of people have like family drama. I just feel like it's always been like a happy time for me. And I'm going to go see family and friends. And then I can still make it a happy time in this home. And then I want to throw the most EPIC, I don't know why I don't like that word, epic, New Year's Eve housewarming party. I'm telling you, I want a party planner. I want burlesque dancers. I want a giant martini glasses with a photographer where you sit in it and you take photos. I want a champagne. Why do I think I've got millions of dollars in the bank to spend on this kind of stuff? I want a champagne tower in the backyard where you just go fill up your cup. I want it to be Great Gatsby. I just want it to be like ringing in the new year the right way. But I want to throw just this most incredible housewarming New Year's party. I know you all know, because I talk about this on my podcast, that how much I hate resolutions, but intentions, and just go in it with like the right people, the right feelings. Oh, I found a tarot deck of cards in one of the boxes when I was moving, and I was like, whoa, I didn't know I had deck of tarot cards. So I shuffled and I felt when it was right and I flipped it over and I got the Magician, which means willpower, desire, being resourceful, skill, ability, concentration, manifestation. So the Magician is one tarot card that is filled with symbolism. The central figure depicts someone with one hand pointed to the sky while the other hand points to the ground, as if to say, as above, so below. This is a rather complicated phrase, but its summarization is that earth reflects heaven, the outer world reflects within. It can also be interpreted here that the Magician symbolizes the ability to act as a go-between between the world above and the contemporary human world, which I interpret as manifesting, as dreaming, as having big dreams, creative, and like, I don't know. I feel like we're all right here and I want to live here and also right here where I dream really big and I think about the impossible. And I think I was feeling like a little bit stuck in my old house. And now the expansion of moving to a new house, I feel like I'm just going to get more creative. I'm going to have more beautiful conversations. Oh my gosh, how did I not go back to this? This is important. And this is another thing with Courtney, who I was talking about earlier, said to me, and this kind of has to do with the card that I pulled. She said, you have created so much life in this home, the home that I was in. You witnessed your wildest dreams come true when you were inside those four walls. That is so special and fair for you to be feeling the grief, but I want you to be the person to tell you that you created that life, not the home. You did. Your heart did. The energy of those walls held you, and what a beautiful thing. And now you can say to this next home, thank you and more, please. She said, your heart knows that the home has done its job, so step into the safety that you can trust your greatness and ask for this next home to catapult you into a new realm where you continue to live your life beyond your wildest dreams. This next home is built for you to continue to create magic in the world and light it up with who you are. I can feel it. She said, your dogs trust you. The unconditional love that you give them is what they look for in a home, not the walls, kind of like what I said. And safety exists inside of your heart. She said, this is my favorite part. This is all crazy. It's really aligning. I have goosebumps. Okay. She said, you're never alone. I'm going to cry. You are never alone. Better yet, you get to define it. If right now you aren't building the home with a partner, build it with life. Build it with deep conversations, long table dinners, spectacular guests on your podcast, hosting your nieces, nephews, and family and friends. You get to define how you build this home. It was just such a beautiful thought. Oh, I love her for that. The fact that she said magic and I pulled the Magician and everything she's saying to me, and that's crazy. And I wish I could stay and unpack, but I have to go to New York because I get to go to Huntington and sign bottles of wine. And if anybody out there is in New York, I will be in Huntington 6 to 8 p.m. at Bottles and Cases. So I'm really excited because Spade and Sparrows is like such a passion project, little baby of mine. And I just love watching it grow. And I love watching all of you enjoy and tagging, get excited. When I see you guys get excited about Spade and Sparrows on social media and tagging me and stuff, I literally like get like a giddy little kid of, yes, thank you. So if you're in New York, please come say hi. I'll only be there for 2 hours, but I want to meet everybody. This episode of Off the Vine is brought to you by the new L'Oreal Paris Bright Reveal Dark Spot Serum and Broad Spectrum SPF 50 Daily Lotion. It's game over for those dark spots. So you all know how I am about my skin. The number one skincare product is probably SPF because 100% of dark spots are intensified by the sun. And just because summer is over doesn't mean you stop wearing SPF, okay? SPF is every single day. The Bright Reveal SPF 50 Daily UV Lotion visibly reduces the appearance of dark spots and resists sun-induced signs of aging. It's a lightweight and non-greasy sunscreen that has an invisible texture which primes actually really well with makeup. Plus, it's made and tested for all skin tones and suitable for sensitive skin as well. And the Bright Reveal Dark Spot Serum visibly fades all types of dark spots, making your skin texture look refined and smooth. I use it every single day. So when paired together, this derm-validated duo visibly reduces the look of dark spots in just 1 week. That's actually crazy fast. So discover the new Bright Reveal Dark Spot Duo. Visit Target online and in-store to buy yours today. Okay, we did it. We've officially made it to December, which means it's time for 12 days of deals at Honeylove, our go-to for bras and shapewear. So December 1st to 12th, Honeylove will be dropping new limited time deals nearly every day, so don't miss out. This holiday season, I'm especially thankful for Honeylove because there's really nothing worse than suffering caused by uncomfortable bras or shapewear. I know you get it. Honeylove has revolutionized the bra and shapewear game, so say goodbye to uncomfortable underwire and bulky fabrics that trap heat. Honeylove's bras feature supportive bonding that eliminates the need for underwire without sacrificing lift. My life has been changed after discovering these comfortable bras, and I'm typically a no bra girly.
And with these bras, I just forget I'm wearing one. It's fantastic. They're made with fabric so soft that you won't want to take it off. And for their shapewear, they've used targeted compression technology. So you can wear effective shapewear without feeling like you're suffocating, which is always the worst. And I know you're all going to be wearing little holiday dresses this season. So treat yourself to the best bras and shapewear on the market and save up to 20% off site-wide at honeylove.com/vine this month only. And after you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. So please support our show and tell them that we sent you. It's time to ditch the underwire for good thanks to Honeylove. Off the Vine is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Now, let's face it, sometimes multitasking can be very overwhelming. Like when your favorite podcast is playing, the person next to you is talking, your car fan is blasting, and you're just trying to find that perfect parking spot. But then again, sometimes multitasking can be easy, like quoting with Progressive Insurance. So they do all the hard work of comparing rates, then you can find the great rate that works for you, even if it's not with them. How selfless. Give their nifty comparison tool a try, and you might just find that getting the rate and coverage that you deserve is easy. So all you need to do is visit Progressive's website, get a quote with all the coverages you want, like comprehensive and collision coverage or personal injury protection, and then you'll see Progressive's direct rate, and their tool will provide options from their companies, and all just lined up and ready to compare. So it's simple to choose the rate and coverages that you like. So press play on comparing auto rates, quote at progressive.com, and join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations, and prices vary based on how you buy.
I feel like this confession is something I shouldn't be embarrassed about, but more something I should be like, yeah. But like, obviously, I forgot I had a vibrator and some lube in my nightstand table, and the movers saw it. That ain't bad, right? It's like, I'm sure they've seen worse. I just want to know if you've ever moved. What is the most embarrassing thing that you have left out? Because I feel like they've got to see some shit. So there's a fun thread on Off the Vine Facebook that I wanted to read through, because Rachel said, let's play a game called I Can't Be the Only One. She said, I can't be the only one that doesn't drink any caffeine ever. 29-year-old mom of one, first grade teacher. I think you're the only one. I'm just kidding. That's crazy. Someone said, I can't be the only one that has never seen a single second of Game of Thrones. I've seen a few seconds of it, couldn't get into it. I can't be the only one that dips my grilled cheese in ketchup. No, honey, you're not alone. I can't eat a grilled cheese without dipping it in ketchup or tomato soup. Eggs, ketchup. Pizza, ketchup. Definitely grilled cheese, ketchup. Emily said, I can't be the only one who's never flown on a plane. You know what's crazy is I didn't take my first flight until 19 years old. No, I was 18. 18 years old. Had never been on a plane. I can't be the only one who can wink with one eye and not the other. I am the world's worst winker. Sometimes when I laugh, I go, but otherwise I'm like, ooh, yeah, that is harder on that side. Lindsay said, I can't be the only one who hates eating vegetables. Just not a fan. Only some I will eat. But broccoli, corn, peas, green beans, the rest, gross. That's okay. Some of us, I wonder if some of us have just different taste buds. Fuck, I love a vegetable. I love a root vegetable. Beets, favorite vegetable. Irina said, I can't be the only one who doesn't like burgers. I don't like beef in general, but hamburgers just yuck. I'm sure you're not the only one. I can't say the word burger. I feel like I have a speech impediment when I do it. It's like burger. I don't know. Something happens. Emily said, I can't be the only one who hates all condiments and salad dressings. Ketchup, mustard, mayo, mayonnaise, hot sauce, etc. And every dressing that smells alone makes me want to, she said. What? I just love sauce. I love sauce. Anything that is dipping or sauce, I want it in my mouth. Okay, well, I need to go finish unpacking. I can't wait to take you guys along on the ride of the new house, the new chapter. I just love you guys. I just love you so much. I like doing these solo episodes because I feel like I can just talk to my friends. Like I'm just looking into the lens being like, yeah, hey. So if you have anything else you want me to talk about or navigate something with you or something that you want to know about me, obviously you know so much about me, but these solo episodes, maybe you want to know more about certain things, but please let me know. Just let's keep the lines open to communication, leave comments in the YouTube stuff, leave the comments, leave the ratings, Facebook, keep it going, Off the Vine, like just keep telling me what you want to hear and I'll keep sharing with you what you want to see. So love you guys. Thank you for your support and love and accepting me in my crusty, dusty, musty state of life. I'm Kaitlyn Bristowe. I'll see you next Tuesday. See you next